Passive language learning is everywhere these days, but is it really as easy as people say? And more importantly, which methods actually work? In this video, I'll show you how any video source and even animes can help you learn Japanese. And yes, it's totally possible. In case you're new here, I've been studying Japanese for quite a while now, and I also recently spent 3 months in Japan as an exchange student. I've tried out tons of methods and discovered some of the most effective ways to study Japanese. Let me share what works. You might be wondering, why is video content so effective for learning Japanese? Here is why. At first, it's completely normal to feel like you don't understand anything, but if you keep watching the things you like, you are going to stay motivated while immersing yourself in the sounds and rhythms of the Japanese language. By the way, only 4.1% of you guys watching this video are actually subscribed. It's just one click, but you can't imagine how much it helps me out. Seriously, if you want to support me, hit that subscribe button down below. While anime, especially fantasy, is super popular, it uses a lot of terms that are either made up or just not suitable for daily Japanese in general. No one is going to come up to you and say, "You are already dead" in real life. Instead, you should opt for slice of life shows or similar genres, and make sure that the character's way of speaking is somewhat natural. Now, let me introduce you to some animes I really like and I feel might also contain valuable vocabulary. Have a look at Tonikaku Kawaii, Spirited Away, or Weathering with You, to name a few. Yes, that means you might not be able to study from all of your favorites, but don't worry, because there are still plenty others left for you to enjoy. Besides anime, Japanese comedy shows can also be entertaining, even without understanding a lot. You'll get the jokes when you look at the screen, trust me. You can also watch Japanese YouTubers. Why not? Japanese YouTube content tends to have a lot of subtitles all over the screen. In general, please rely on Japanese subtitles rather than English ones, so you have to figure out the meaning by yourself. You can also watch a show you already know, but in Japanese. If you really need to use English subtitles, then only at the beginning. And to understand Japanese subtitles, you need to be able to read hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Yes, the 3 main Japanese writing systems. If you haven't started studying those yet, now is the time to do so. If you have been watching a lot of anime, these terms might sound familiar to you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Chotto matte. Daijoubu. 本当に絶対に So, this is what these words mean. When I first started watching anime, there were words like these I heard over and over again. So eventually, I got curious and looked them up. This is how I learned some of my first Japanese words. But checking so many words and trying to understand every single context just like that can take a lot of time. So that's why I'm going to show you how you can step up your passive learning to the next level using FluentU, the sponsor of this video. By using FluentU, I can learn a language with any YouTube video or Netflix show that has subtitles. The platform has an endless selection of authentic video content. If I'm looking to learn any of these languages, FluentU is the perfect tool for me. On FluentU, every video includes interactive subtitles. Hover over the box, and the video automatically pauses, letting me check the meaning of the sentence word by word. It's like learning directly from what native speakers actually watch. If I'm stuck on a tricky word, I can just tap on it to see how it's used in different contexts. This makes it super easy to follow conversations in Japanese and also learn new words by doing so. If I want, I can also change the playback speed of the video itself to make it easier to understand. In addition, every video on the platform has its own individual quiz you can do after watching the corresponding video. That means you can turn your favorite video clip scene into a personalized lesson. The quiz uses different example sentences that fit the video's topic, as well as the ones from the video itself. It then picks the words for you to translate. FluentU tracks my progress and remembers what words I've learned, so I know exactly what I have to learn next. The platform even features music videos from one of my favorite Japanese artists, Yoasobi. But what if FluentU doesn't offer anything I'd wanna watch? Well, there also is a solution to just that. Head to My Library, My Imported Videos, click Import Video, and that's it. Paste the URL of any YouTube video of your choice that has subtitles. FluentU also works directly on YouTube through its Chrome extension. With this, FluentU's interactive subtitles can be brought to any video, making everyday watching even more productive. You can get a huge 40% off discount for your first 12 months using FluentU, as well as a 40-day free trial just by clicking the first link in the video description down below. If you're serious about learning Japanese with video content, just give it a shot and start your journey on FluentU today. Thank you so much to FluentU for making all of this possible. And with that being said, let's move on with the video. Yes, a great way to start off is by making use of passive learning, for example with FluentU. You can watch a video, repeatedly hear words and sentences, and also immerse yourself in the Japanese language. You will not only learn the language itself, but also understand cultural nuances. You'll understand how Japanese people behave, what manners are appropriate, and how politeness varies depending on the context. And the best part, you'll gain this knowledge automatically, no extra effort required. You will literally begin to understand how Japanese people think just by watching and listening. You can even find this kind of cultural insight in Japanese music. If there is a song you really like, why not listen to it a couple times and have a look at the vocabulary? Sometimes what sounds cheerful might actually be a song about loneliness or sadness. Now, by following all these tips, you might begin to pick up quite a bit of Japanese passively. But of course, you'll also want to actively speak the language itself. Yes, passive learning is a major key factor when learning Japanese. But you shouldn't underestimate active learning as well. As important as input is, output also has its fair share. If you truly want to master and speak Japanese, and you have the time to put your heart into the language, you must consolidate your knowledge by learning actively as well. Active learning is the complete opposite of passive learning. You are not just consuming content, you're creating it. You are working towards being understood by native speakers. This means focusing on vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure. Even if it sounds boring, textbooks are and will always be a reliable source to find what you're looking for. They offer exercises, grammar explanations, and vocab lists. Combine these with passive learning and you'll have the perfect foundation. Minna no Nihongo is a textbook I can recommend, and I've been using it for a long time. Your goal is to reproduce something, anything. Simple sentences, or even just single words, are totally fine at the beginning. Okay, so I hope this advice was helpful to you, and I wish you all the best on your Japanese learning journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you so much to FluentU for making this video possible. See you soon!